Evening. Welcome to this Starship. Nope, it's Starlink, not Starship. Sorry, I got a little bit too excited. Starlink launch to the 4th orbital shell, but this one's a special one. We'll talk about why here in a little bit. But first, before we miss it, Doggo Cam. Oh, I thought he was licking his crotch. He's going at his paws. He's got seasonal allergies. Kunu. Hello. You can see on the right-hand side of your screen there, we got a special co-host for this one. Ooh, SpaceX just started their live stream. Jebediah Kerman. The Kerbal from Kerbin. Jebediah Kerman, the Kerbal from Kerbin. Yeah, I think that's it. Super stoked. I think he flew on, was it Starliner he flew on? Pretty sure it was Starliner, because it definitely wasn't Dragon. And I wanted one ever since he flew on that mission, but the website kept canceling my order because there was some payment issue with the credit card. So finally, months later, I tried a different credit card and now I got him. I adopted an alien. Good for me. Oh, now you do something. Peeps is behind the desk. He's being a little bashful because he's in trouble. He's in timeout. The lawyer wife won't be joining us for this one because she's out of town visiting her folks, her parentals. Hi, Coons. And Peeps must be kind of pissed about it. Pissed Peeps, because I just discovered right when the stream was starting that he got in the trash can in the bathroom, and he's never done that. I think he's mad. So he's sulking down here. We'll get to him here in a little bit once he decides to unstick himself from the carpet. So let's go ahead and muster up. Where you're from, what you munch on, sipping on, what have you. What are you enjoying, beverage or food-wise? I'm just drinking out of my Liberty or Death mug. Get yours now. It doesn't make your drinks taste like death. It makes them taste drinkable. Make any drink drinkable. Of course, I'm Kevin coming to you from Ohio. We're starting this the launch about 10 minutes late because of weather, so hopefully we get to still see one tonight. Okay. Let me scroll up, get to the top here. Ryan Ritter, thank you so much for modding. And Hellfire should be back, maybe. Ty from Urbana. Cinnabons, nice. New Hampshire. Soon to be Rush, Kentucky. That's quite a change of locale, bro. Hello from Florida. Ooh, nice palm tree. Man, you're getting me in the vacay mood, man. I need to get to the beach. I'm trying not to take a vacation because I'm gonna go see Starship launch, but well, who knows when that's really gonna happen. I wasn't even gonna try for Artemis. I knew better. I'm so smart. Florida gang, what's going on? Daytona, Kansas City. A lot of Americans in the chat today because everyone else must be asleep across the pond.
What, is this a communist country or something? I thought this is America.
We'll go display big now that SpaceX is starting their stream. Let's keep on cruising with this muster. Boston. What's up, Boston? You eating red lobster? North Carolina, Wisconsin, cheese. Pizza night in Port Orford, Oregon. Thanks for being on tonight. Well, thank you for joining me. I actually have pizza night tonight as well. Hands up in the chat if Friday night is your pizza night. I got a special kind of pizza night. Usually I just go with like the plain old pepperoni, but tonight I was like, the lawyer wife's out of town. I got to go big because it's a boys' night. So me and the dogs got ourselves some buffalo chicken pizza. They won't be eating any or I'll be cleaning up diarrhea. So I will just be eating it and they will be watching. Maybe I'll give them some grilled chicken that's on the pizza. Ohio Valley, brah. Eric Beavers, what's going on, Admiral? Checking in from Crested Butte, Colorado on anniversary weekend. Happy anniversary, bro. I was going to say happy 9/11 weekend, but I mean, it's not happy. So just 9/11 weekend. I don't even want to give it a thumbs up. Just not even a high five. Tomorrow's 9/11. The end. Try not to offend anybody. Justin DeLong, thank you so much for modding. It's Ryan's pizza night as well. Hey, we got someone from the UK. What's going on, Trevor?
You sound like you're from London.
Back to full screen. Okay, so let's talk about this mission right quick before they launch it, because I almost forgot why I'm here. Okay, so Elon twatted yesterday that this is going to be one of their most complex missions, because the upper stage, Merlin vacuum engine, will be burning 5 times for this one. Twice to put the BlueWalker 3 payload into orbit at about 513 clicks up. And then it will burn 2 more times to deploy the 34 Starlink satellites in a slightly lower orbit into the 4th orbital shell. And then it'll burn a final 5th time to deorbit the 2nd stage, get it in the atmosphere eventually. But also, this is a record-breaking attempt for a first stage. It's going for its 14th flight, and this is the booster that's maiden flight was to take Bob and Doug up to the space station back in like May of 2020, I believe. So good stuff, exciting stuff. She's looking so good tonight. Look at her. I just want to lick it like a popsicle. That would hurt. So if you don't ever watch a SpaceX live stream, let me just let you know that. Check out, we got like some sort of weird rainbow action going on here. That's pretty dope from that vintage. The rocket's supposed to be doing that. Smoking's bad for you, kind, but smoking's good for rockets. So is venting as those as that cryo fuel that locks liquid oxygen starts to warm up on the rocket. It starts to boil, and they need to let that pressure vent, otherwise the rocket could pop. And it's also meeting with the warmer Florida air, so that's also giving it some smokage action. We're at the 2-minute warning. If you like watching these and listening to whoever's hosting it tonight, is it Jessie? She usually does the late night ones.
Complete on seconds. Falcon.
Look at that, I nailed it. It's Jessie. If you want to listen to Jessie for most of this or all of this and not me, I always put a link to this direct SpaceX webcast in the description below, so you can check that out. Now, they're going to be deploying the BlueWalker satellite at about T plus 50 minutes. Will they stream that whole thing? They probably will. I don't know. I won't be. I'm going to be cutting this one after the drone ship landing on a shortfall of gravitas, so we should get pretty good footage of that landing. And then like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, or about T plus 2 hours, they're going to deploy the Starlink satellites. And I'd be surprised if they actually show that, but who knows. We got a super chat from Nicole Hertzberg. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Kevin, exclamation point. You sound like my wife. When is SLS launching? A lot of exclamation points. So excited. Yeah. Did they actually? I think I didn't actually read into it, but today I came across an article that I guess NASA might have a target date in mind. I don't know what the date is currently, but that's something I'll be looking into probably come Monday. Will it actually launch that day? Probably not. All right. Let's turn the volume up. But yeah, I'm excited to see the SLS launch if it launches. It's a very cool rocket, but in the words of Doug Funny's neighbor, very expensive. Any Doug fans in the chat?
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and liftoff of Falcon 9. Go BlueWalker 3, go Starlink.
Ceremonial headbang. Get it.
Pitching down range.
It's getting it. Look at the Starship tower. She's almost complete growth-wise. I think they're about to get the 8th segment on there. I don't think they've done it yet.
What you are seeing on your screen is Falcon 9 accelerating AST SpaceMobile's BlueWalker 3 and our Starlink satellites into space. This is a record 14th flight for this first stage booster. And we are coming up on
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
We're coming up on max Q.
That's maximum aerodynamic pressure, where the speed of the rocket meets the density of the atmosphere and creates a lot of pressure on that nose cone, so they throttle back a little bit, kind of ease off some of that pressure. MECO is main engine cutoff, and I'm sure Jesse will talk about that here in a couple seconds. As the atmosphere thins, you'll see that plume slowly fade out. No, usually it just expands. I don't know why it was fading out so much. Maybe it's kind of cloudy. Is it cloudy Floridians? Let me know in the
just
chat.
About a minute away from a few events happening rapidly, back to back. That will be MECO, or main engine cutoff, followed by stage separation, SES-1, and fairing deploy.
Greg AM, he's got his beer.
And you're seeing a cool
Beer
view
o'clock.
from the first stage, looking aft to the M1D engines on the vehicle.
Double fisting Lone Star and Shiner.
MECO
God bless
will be
Texas.
Where all 9 of those M1D engines shut down. That helps slow the vehicle down as it separates from the second stage.
Greg's got the sauce
And then
and
SES-1
Texas.
is second stage engine start 1, and that's where the MVAC engine will ignite, and then shortly followed by the fairing deploy.
So this GoPro is inside the inner stage of the rocket, looking up the bell, up the skirt of that Merlin vacuum engine. It's gonna burn a record 5 times. They never done that before. Starting with number 1 right here. Do it, engine. Little engine that could. And there goes that little integrity ring, or whatever it's called.
There we had MECO stage separation. On your right-hand screen, you could see the MVAC engine igniting.
Separation confirmed.
And we
Both
heard
vehicles are on nominal trajectories.
we heard a confirmation of fairing deploy. That marks the 5th flight for one of the fairing halves and the 4th flight for the other fairing half, and we will attempt to recover both fairing halves again to use on a future launch.
Right hand side of your screen, there goes those fairing halves. $6 million for both of them, $3 million a piece. So
And
they like
there
to
you can see
reuse
on your
those.
right-hand screen the fairing halves deploying.
They shoot them down into the ocean and scoop them out like a bunch of fishermen. Will, thanks for joining us tonight. I cannot change the camera view to the drone ship because I'm not in charge of those cameras. We're just along for the ride, brother. But they should be showing the drone ship cam here in about 4 minutes. This is pretty crazy,
What
man.
you're seeing on your screen is a view.
Number 14 for this first stage booster. Man, when they first started the Block 5, they were aiming for 10 reflights, right? 10 flights, I guess that'd be 9 reflights. They're at 14 now. That's impressive. And I remember SpaceX engineers like talking to me when they were on like number 5, number 6, and they said with each one they were getting nervous because it's pushing new territory, new ground, so to speak. And so they didn't know if the rocket would be able to handle it. So I'm curious to know if the SpaceX guys are still nervous with each record-breaking mission. That's pretty impressive though, man. And Starship will do that and then some. Got that glowing pumpkin. Glowing pumpkin? Where the heck is old man Gibb at? Where's Pumpkin at? Let me down, old man Gibb, if you're watching this after the fact.
Back down to Earth in just under a minute from now will be the next burn for the vehicle. That is the entry burn, and that's where 3 of the 9 M1D engines will reignite. That helps slow the vehicle down as it re-enters back into the Earth's atmosphere. And just about a minute and a half after the entry burn will be the landing burn for the first stage. landing burn only needs a single engine to help slow the vehicle down as it attempts to touch down. Today will be on our drone ship, A Shortfall of Gravitas.
I like totals. Hey, Meg Tooth put up the vid from the last launch view from North Carolina on locals. Appreciate that, man. I'll check that out. The moon is too bright to see it. You guys got a bright moon down there, huh?
And there you heard that call out, but you can see on your left-hand screen a view from the first stage with those 3 engines reigniting and lighting up that screen.
So these giant fly swatters are the grid fins made of titanium. They're about the size of a compact vehicle. And they help control the rocket, steer it to the drone ship once it gets in the denser parts of the atmosphere.
The first stage.
We got doggo movement.
To follow nominal trajectories.
Exciting stuff.
There.
He's
Both
pumped.
First stage 1 and stage 2 are on nominal trajectories.
Maybe that's why Peeps got in the trash. The full moon. Maybe he doesn't really care about the lawyer wife being gone.
Again, we are on just about a minute away from the landing burn beginning on the first stage. And while the first stage booster is attempting to land, we will also have SECO, or second stage engine cutoff 1, around the same time. So listen in for those call outs.
Show the sparklers. At what point do they stop making boosters? Falcon 9 boosters? Well, I know they scaled back making them, and they kind of put the orders on hold because they were just going to reuse a lot of their boosters. So I don't know what the status is on that. That's a good questiones. All right, here comes the moment we all been waiting for. Landing number 14.
Stage 2, terminal guidance.
Don't let us down now, booster.
Good call outs. We should be having the landing burn beginning on stage 1 here in just a few seconds.
Like Jesse said, it just uses the center sea level
stage 1 landing burn
Merlin engine because
and there you can see that single engine lighting up your left-hand screen as Falcon 9 attempts to land on our drone ship, A Shortfall of Gravitas.
With less fuel, there's less weight to support, so it can get by with just one engine for this. Here we go. Yeah, close enough on that bullseye. We rimmed it. Rim job. Please clap. Please clap for that rim job.
This is a record-breaking 14th landing for this booster. An awesome view there on your screen. This is the 141st landing of an orbital class rocket, including Falcon 9. That includes Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy missions. And we just heard confirmation of good orbit as well on the second stage. Now stage 2 is carrying BlueWalker 3 as well as 34 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit.
Hey Kev, how long has it?
With confirmation of first stage landing and successful SECO 1, we'll wrap up today's launch coverage. If you're interested in following along, we have our nets live.
Check them out on Twitter. So yeah, they're not going to stream this whole thing. Any idea how long it's been since the last failed Falcon 9 landing? I want to say it was 2018, maybe 2019, but I'm pretty sure it was 2018. And they had basically like two failures back-to-back. One was because of like a hydraulic failure with with the grid fins. But yeah, my memory's terrible, as you guys know, so it could have been 2017, but I think it was 2018. All right. See if the doggos are up too. Let me see if I can get Kunu Bear in here. Kunu. Kunu. Oh, he's way downstairs. I made him get up. You guys ever see an alien fly? Jeb! I overdid it. His parabola was too large. He went up and over the camera lens, and now Peeps is probably gonna take him away. Get the toy, Peeps. Get it. Get it. Grab him. Go get it. He's like, I'm not falling for that. I'll get in trouble. I already got in the trash can. All right, buddy. Go get the toy. Go get it. Go get Jeb. Go get it. Yeah, good boy. Get Jeb. Good boy. Get him. Come here. Get him. Good boy. No, did you get him? No, go get him. Go get Jeb. Go get Jeb. He took my Jeb. Come on, get Jeb. Go get him. He's over there. Go get the toy. It's right there. Go get the toy. Get the toy. Good boy. Get the toy. Good boy. No. Stupid. Go get the toy. Get toy. Get Jeb. Get Jeb. Go get Jeb. Peeps. You stink. You need a Tic Tac. I just ate trash, Dad. Say hello. You're so stupid. Man, I need to give you a breath mint. Well, Eric, just in time. I used to stress out for a successful landing. Now I am kind of stressing out waiting for a failure. Don't overthink it, man. What is it? I think the saying goes like, wise words from someone wiser than me said something like, worrying is just praying for what you don't want to happen. So, you know, if a booster does fail again, ever again, they always put on a good show. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll probably see something like that with SLS. Oh no, I just jinxed it. You guys have a nominal rest of your weekend. Make the rest of it count, okay? And like always, of course, don't do anything I would do. Until next time, Godspeed.